everybody. Here we go. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Right on. Woohoo. We have made it. That's awesome. I'm just inviting Tina on with me, and she should be here momentarily. Hi. Ooh, Wisconsin. Right on. Love it. We got Romania in the house. Woo, woo. We got everybody here, don't we? Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Sherry. Hi. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I've got my angel shirt on today, which means I'm ready to channel some angels. I am ready to channel some archangels and angels. And I've got Archangel Michael talking with me right now. Awesome. Perfect. Approve. There we go. Connecting. There you are.
Hello.
There she is. There she is. Technology worked for us. That's the first time I've ever done that, you know. Added someone in with me, but I think it won't be the last.
Oh, that wasn't too bad. I was wondering how to do that. No?
Yeah, me too. I asked Randy because Randy's always adding me into the video. So I'm like, how do I add somebody else in, Randy? Help me out. Do me a favor. So how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So let me introduce. I'm Kristen Davies, as you well know, and we're doing Sunday Fun Day like we do every Sunday here in the group. And we have Tina Godin here with me, which I'm super, super excited about. I'm just going to tell everybody a little bit about Tina so that you can get an idea of her background. Tina has been channeling professionally for 2 years. She is a psychic medium, and she channels guidance from the angels and spirit guides to help assist others on their journey here on Earth. And she is also one of the mediums on Channeling Eric, which I am so loving that channel. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yes.
And hello to everybody for being here.
Yay.
This is awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. I had Archangel Michael chat with me a few minutes ago, and he's like, you know, everything's going to be all right. I said, I know. So I'm like, I know I've done this a few times with him around the block, that's for sure. Today, Gwen isn't going to be with us to help line everything up. So what we're going to do is have, when it's time, the Q&A time, I'm going to write everybody's names down, and then me and Tina will just take turns as to channeling who would like to come through. Today we are channeling the angels and the archangels. We're not sure which archangels will be coming through, but we'll find out. And of course, each person's spirit guides, each person's angels, but of course their spirit guides are going to be aware of everything that's going on too. And so I'm like, it's interesting because when I got going with channeling Eric, it was like the light bulb went off. It was one of those channels for me on YouTube that was just so instrumental in my time of learning. I just felt so gravitationally pulled towards that channel, and I loved every second of it. So for me, it's like, how did you get going onto channeling Eric? And my next question is, how often do you get pestered by Eric? If those of you don't know, Eric has crossed over, and his mom brings on mediums to channel Eric through, and the guidance that Eric brings is just, Eric Medhus is just incredible. It's just really incredible. It's incredible.
Absolutely,
And,
yeah. A few years ago, I had a loss in my life, very tragic, very devastating, and at that time, you know, I've always been intuitive, always, I mean, since I was a little girl, I can remember seeing spirit when I was a little girl. And then with his passing, it was my fiance's passing, and with his passing, it just kind of, I had that awakening, and it was trying to communicate with him. And I was in such deep grief and didn't really know where to turn. So one day I was Googling grief on, you know, on the internet, and I came across the books that Elisa and Eric had written. So I ordered those books, and I read that, and I'm not kidding. I think I must have read it in a day, maybe a day and a half. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. And it answered so many questions that I had. And it was, you know, it was that pivotal moment of, okay, if you're here, Eric, with me, if you've led me here, give me a sign, buddy. And I had a guitar on the side of, in my bedroom on my wall. And so, you know, I just said, you know, if you're here, play it, you know, play a string on the guitar. And sure enough, ding. And then I still didn't believe it. I said, all right, do that again. And then a ding. And I went, okay. So, you know, at that point, yeah, it was wild. And he comes in a lot. You know, he gives me my space too. And, you know, when he has to give me a message here and there, he'll, you know, do his usual pranks on me. So I get I get the smelly socks and all those kind of things. And, you know, sometimes some knocks on the wall or the door. But yeah, he's wonderful. And he's really, he's guided me on my way, you know, and in my journey, and, you know, just kind of put the right people in my path, and has allowed me to grow spiritually and to help others too. So it's wonderful. It's an amazing experience that I've had. So
it is. I think when I got going with channeling Eric, I then realized, oh my gosh, I think he's here with me. And then I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I'm just thinking this. And then as I moved along and my abilities were opening, I was like, no, he's definitely here with me, and he's chatting with me. For me, I don't get the stinky smells. God, I think at one point I asked, I'm like, you better not give me any stinky smells. I think I did say that because I was like, I'm not into stinky smells. And but the one thing I did was there was a plastic container on top of my microwave. And I had some music playing, and I had a friend over at my home, and she was just new to spirituality. She was just learning. And you could hear the finger as it flicked the container right off the top of my microwave, ping like that. And then it flew off, and it kind of landed in an odd position on the counter that didn't seem. And she saw the whole thing. She was looking in that direction. She was like, oh my God. I said, what was that? And she said, the container just flicked off. I go, it sounded like somebody flicked it. And she goes, yes. And it looked like it too. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, who would be playing a prank on me, on us? And then I see Eric dancing to the tunes we were playing. He's like, woo, I love this music. And he's laughing his head off. And I thought, that little... And have you ever had him come up to you and like blow right in your face? He's done that to me.
Yeah. There was one time where, and I remember I was on the phone with someone, and I had the phone in my right ear, and I could hear somebody go, boo, in my left ear. And it's so, it was hysterical. It was hysterical. Caught me off guard, you know, wasn't expecting it. So it was quite funny.
Oh, that is such a little trickster. And then I remember saying, Eric, come on. Like, I know it's you blowing in my face. And then he does it again. I'm like, cut it out. And then he stopped. So like, if you tell him to stop, he's going to stop. So far.
So sure. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, so from there on, at that time, I kept getting, and I know I've posted it in your group, I kept getting, just my spirit team was coming in, talking with me, just saying, take pictures of the clouds. And I just kept taking pictures of the
Oh,
clouds. And in
how
your
cool.
group, I had posted my angel pictures. And it was just, at that point, they were trying to communicate with me and to let me know that, we're here with you, and, your sole purpose is this. And it would just kind of all came together. So it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful experience that I had. Yeah.
Well, and the interesting thing with you is that you've always had these abilities ever since you were younger, and then you kind of like, oh, shelf that for a little bit, and
Right.
then it came back online. Whereas with myself, I was too busy having fun and being a little bar star to pay attention or notice much of anything else. I think I was a little bit empathic. I think I was using, you know, I was using this to kind of tune out the energy. I definitely would have to say that. And, really quite a free spirit. And then it was when I started having health issues that I said, yeah, okay, that sounds great. It wasn't a far stretch for me to go ahead and start chatting with the angels. My angel actually opened up and came right through and through my body one night when I was crying a lot, and it I went from grief and sorrow to absolutely bliss, like full of bliss and love. And I thought, wow, what was that? And then I'm like, it must have been my angel. um, what else could be emanating such love and light like that? So then, as things moved along, I was always strong with the clairaudience until last summer when the clairvoyance really came online, and it was like, wow, it was none of this has been scary for me whatsoever. It was more like, oh wow, I can just see better. Like I put the Harry Potter glasses on, and I was like, oh cool, like
Right.
you know, inside my mind, but then outside my mind, I see from time to time, but primarily inside my mind. So you yourself are primarily inside your mind as well?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah.
get a lot of the visuals, the images, and
Images,
yeah.
yeah. And it's really clear. And do you ever get like the angels giving you hand signals like this? If you're not talking enough to your angels, they'll give me this, pretending like they're bored in spirit. Like talk to them more often because they could be doing so much more for you. And we're in a free will zone here, so unless you ask them, like ask them, talk to them, and
Yeah.
then if they're done talking about something, they'll do this. So do you ever get like the hands gestures?
Yeah. I get the thumbs up. I get, sometimes if I'm, trying to make a decision on something, I'll get the stops, just the stop of the hand,
Oh,
those things. But I do get a lot
oh,
of
that's
those symbols,
yeah.
definitely, mine is hearing too. So I have both.
Yeah.
And sometimes, with life being so busy that you're not getting it, or at least for me, sometimes I'm not getting it. And something will happen where it just catches my attention, and it's, the numbers. I'm,
Oh,
constantly
yeah. The
getting
number
the
sequences are just,
1111 or,
oh yeah,
444.
three,
And
three, three. Yeah, 444 all the time. And so,
yeah,
so if anybody is interested in knowing what those number sequences are, and you're just like, I've been having it for years and I'd like to know, you go into Google, you type the number sequence, say 444, or 44 or 333, and you type in the number sequence, and then you go angel numbers, and then it'll pop up what the
right.
angels are trying to say to you. And they will not give up. So they are just trying to get your attention. And trying to relay a message through for you. I can totally tell I've got Eric here with me right behind my back. He's just hanging out and he's watching right over my right shoulder, hanging out with us. He's blowing you a kiss. I'm sure he's there with you too. Everybody's omnipresent. They can be everywhere all at the same time. So, yeah, you can get like say for like Somebody's asking a question here, like these symbols, where do they get these symbols? Well, I'll be driving my car and I'll see a license plate that'll say 444, and then I'll see a totally two different other cars. So usually in threes, don't you find, Tina?
Yeah.
Usually the messages that come through is in threes. And so I'll see 444, and then I'll see it again, and then I'll see it on another car. Um, or you'll get, a lot of people get like drawn to feathers, and they'll get feathers or coins. I get rainbows. Rainbows for me are a sign from my angels. um, or if I'm about to travel somewhere, they'll really highlight the airplanes in the sky for me to pay attention to. Whatever is super highlighted that you're really focused on, that is a sign from your angels. You don't even necessarily have to hear them just like we do yet, but they will get things through to you. Granted, three usually in a day, usually, but sometimes two. Maybe they ran out of daylight, and I go home early. They only get it through twice. But I always remember Doreen saying, make sure you don't tell them what signs you like because, da da da. But I've done it where I'm like, give me the feathers, prove it to me. And I would see a feather, I'd see a feather, and then I was like, okay, all right, two feathers, this is quite a few years ago. And then I was over at my aunt's house and her neighbor came in with a puffy feather vest on, and he unzipped it and he opened it and all these feathers flew out of his vest, and he was asking, and all over the floor. And I was sitting there like, okay. And he was like, can I get something to help patch up my vest? And my aunt was like, sure. And I was sitting there looking at all these feathers. So they will get the messages through. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, they will touch your hair.
Mhm.
They stroke my guardian angel strokes my face on the right side. Anytime she's trying to just relay some guidance to me, or soothe me a bit, like if I'm upset about something. But again, like for me, it's like if I'm upset about something, I find that I can, but I can't tune in as much with them. So best to get into that relaxed state whenever you can. When you're content, coming out of sleep, coming out of meditation, beautiful times to chat with them because you're nice and quiet up here. I often say, if you're chatting so much up here, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to hear them. You have to create the stillness in order to hear them. I find, don't you? Don't you agree with that?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I've got someone up behind me here trying to get my attention. I'm not sure if you feel them too. I'm getting Michael.
Yeah.
It's your
My gatekeeper. Yeah.
gatekeeper. Yeah. So Michael, go ahead and explain who Michael is. I'm just going to grab a pen while you're explaining who Michael is, and so everybody knows who Michael is.
Okay. So one of the ways that I wanted to find out who my spirit team was, who my spirit guide was, I ended up just doing some automatic writing. And but before I did that, I went into a meditation and just played some relaxing music. For me, I can't do the guided meditations. The chatter for me is just a little bit too much. So I do the music.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I went into a meditation and I envisioned a park bench in a grassy area, and to meet my gatekeeper, my guide. And at that point, he came in, and he came in dressed in a white robe, like salt and pepper hair with a beard, and these sandals. They were just these brown sandals, open toe, and I could see that. And he showed me his hands, and his hands weren't really hardworking. They were very smooth, and he was just absolutely beautiful. And later on, I did some automatic writing, and I ended up getting his name. And I know with spirit guides, I mean, it's not really that important for them to have a name, but for me, I needed that identity.
Me too.
And
I'm talking to.
Exactly, yeah, I needed that identity for myself. And And at that point, from there, I went to see a medium, and I wanted to know who, what the name of my spirit guide was, because I was new to automatic writing. I wasn't very trusting, I guess, in my abilities at that point. And so I just wanted that validation. And, sure enough, the medium came out with the name Michael as my spirit guide, my gatekeeper.
Love it.
And it was an amazing, just the feeling of that just washed over me. It was lovely. And just, I could feel all the tingles along through my body, and absolutely beautiful. And so at that point, my relationship was able to grow with my gatekeeper. And, we have conversations all the time, and, sometimes they're telepathic. It's not out loud. And other times they are out loud. And, so that's
he's here. He's like, at first when he came to me, I was like, whoa. And you're like, that's Michael. Because I was like, he's so, he is, he's not an angel.
Right. And it was confusing because he felt, and there was a
like
point
Archangel
where I asked,
Michael.
Are you Archangel Michael?
A little bit.
And he said,
no.
No.
Because he's so like, whoa. Like he's got some energy to him.
Definitely. Very powerful.
Yeah.
Very protective
so
too.
Spirit guide.
Yeah.
Very, yep. He says he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. He's like, wow. You know what he just showed me in my head? He just went like this. He went, look. He just went, look.
Nice.
And he just opened his arm, and I'm seeing this long lineup of angels. No, he's correcting me. All of our guardian angels are with us. They're always with us. But he's showing me, well, it's such a long line. I mean, holy smokes. Obviously we know of some of the the archangels, but there are many archangels. Like there are many. I'm seeing probably like about what? I don't know, Michael, do you think about 200 there? So there's he's laughing. There's a long lineup of the archangels, and they're ready, and they're aware of this session today. And they're all ready. They're ready to get going. So, isn't that cool? I see Archangel Michael right at the front of all of them. So what we're going to do today, everybody, since Gwen is busy, what I'm asking for is if you have a specific question, if you can please relay that question when it's your time. I'm going to be asking those who have a specific question to type me too, and then I'm going to write down everyone's name in line, and the first person is going to have Tina go ahead and channel for them, and then I'll take the next person, and then Tina will take the next, and I'll take the next, and so on and so forth. If that's okay, Michael? Thumbs up. Okay, so me too is Nina. Nina, you are the first person. If you would like to go ahead and type your specific question. We're just waiting for Nina to do that. I'm just getting everyone's names down here. She's saying, should I continue working on this new healing modality that I've been thinking about?
Yes. And Archangel Michael is speaking right now. He's saying, yes, absolutely. In fact, he's even saying that this answer goes for a lot of people that are watching today. This healing, as we're in retrograde, he's saying that the energies, and that's going to change later on in April. But right now we're dealing with these energies that are old, and there's a lot of healing of things that are being resurfaced. And he's saying that a lot of, going back to loving that inner child. And he's saying that we have the capacity, we have it in us to be able to not only heal others, but heal ourselves. And he's saying that is so very important. And Nina, he's talking with you and saying to, yes, absolutely go on that path. They will guide you if there's any changes. But at this particular time, he's saying, no, to stay on that road right now. He's showing me a road and with hands, large hands, and he's showing me to go ahead. So I'm getting that you're healing with the hands, and I'm actually getting the tingles right now.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah,
fantastic.
beautiful, beautiful
Wow.
message.
Oh, I love Archangel Michael. I love it. So that's wonderful. You're welcome, Nina.
You're welcome, Nina.
So the next person that would like to type their question is Carrie. If you could go ahead and type your question there. That's perfect. And so for right now, we're just going to, okay, after Marianne, we're just going to hold on the questions at this point because we have quite a few in the lineup here. So we're just going to hold now after Carrie-Ann. Okay, sorry, after Marianne. So Carrie, will I be blessed with channeling? Is this my path? Let's see who wants, I'm just sensing on who wants to chat. It's your guardian angel. He's saying, I would like to speak on behalf of this question for Carrie. He's saying, thank you, Kristen. It is an honor and a pleasure to be able to channel through you for Carrie today. He's right here. He's saying that you're on the path of exploration at this time. You sense within you like a nudging, an urging forward on this spiritual path, on this spiritual journey. And this nudging within you is your guardian angel nudging you. He's laughing. He says, I am the one who is nudging you forward. For this is, it is an important time to begin walking, to becoming more aware of that which is in alignment with your highest and best self. It's this journey from the 3D, the three-dimensional reality into moving on your path towards the 4D, the 4D, yes. And he says, and this is going to be a very exciting journey ahead of you. He says, I'm very pleased that you heard me and you contacted Kristen directly in order to be a part of this group, Intuitive Angel Messages. Very pleased that you heard me and my guidance. And he's leaning in and he's saying to you, you see, you have heard the guidance that has come through from I. You are channeling already, he says. Yeah, and he's saying it because I want to say it too, and he's saying it. In truth, we're always channeling. We're just, wow, that idea that comes to you, you don't know really where it came from, but it's an amazing idea. That's claircognizance. And a lot of the time along your journey, you're getting clairsentience, like a gut feeling or an intuition that is steering you away from certain things and steering you into certain directions. So you paid attention to the clairsentience, he's saying, Carrie, and you move, and he's steering you into this direction, and he's clapping. He's clapping, and he's smiling, and he's laughing, and he's extremely happy that you're on this path. And he's extremely happy that you're in this group alongside so many beings of light and love. He's saying, if you could see what I see, he's showing it to me. This group, Intuitive Angel Messages, is a bright, bright light, really bright. And I see it. He's showing it to me as a bright white light. And all of the angels are focused in this direction of this bright light within this group. And he says, it's an honor to be here with each of you. And he's sending his love to you, Carrie, but he's sending his love to each of us in the group. Amen. Isn't that wonderful? Whew. Making me tear up over here. There will be no crying on camera today, but it was close. All right, so the next person is Kellyanne. We would love you to type your specific question here in the lineup. Right now, we're just holding off on anyone's questions until their names are called. And I have the last person here as Marianne, so we're just going to hold there. Kellyanne's question is, I would love to know what my purpose here is, please, and thank you so much. So I'll let you take that one, Tina. Woo-hoo.
Kellyanne, okay. Wow, this is beautiful. So I'm hearing both your spirit guide, and I'm also hearing Archangel Michael again. And what he's saying to me, to you, Kellyanne, is that you're an earth angel. You are a light worker. You have already been on your path and your purpose. And to continue with that, you have so much kindness and compassion in your soul. And you are being that model for other people, and to continue to do that. Your purpose is love, and your purpose is to guide others with your kindness. And let me tune in one more time. Yeah. Yes, Archangel Michael is saying that the lightness around you is absolutely beautiful, and he's showing me a big sun, just with the rays of sun, and you were just a bright light. And that is a beautiful message. And he's going like this, and very, very proud of your path.
That's wonderful. I love it. That is such a wonderful message. Wow. The next person, we're just asking to type your question. Your specific question is Fabiana. If you could go ahead and, oh yes, Kellyanne saying sun goddess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're just waiting for Fabiana's question here, and then I will tune in and see who would like to chat. You are so welcome, Kellyanne. Mwah. And so, yeah, it's really, oh, here we go. Fabiana is saying, hey, gorgeous girls. Wanted to ask about my job and who wants to give me some insights. How, what? Which direction do they see it going? Okay. Oh, Fabiana, you're so sweet. Okay. So who's talking? First of all, it's your guardian angel. Yeah. Tuning in. I thought it was your guardian angel, but I ask anyways. It's going to go in the direction in which was last discussed between you and I, which is staying in where you are and not shifting over. But this is but a means to an end. So this job that you're in is a means to an end. It is what, temporary, means to an end. And then your guardian angel saying that when your gifts they're on the verge, they're really opening, let's be honest. But when they open just a little bit more, because I don't think there's much more, your angel's like this, then you will step off in this direction in a similar way, in a similar direction as myself. Channeler medium, Tina, channeler medium, Fabiana, channeler medium. Translator, you've translated languages in the past, Fabiana, and now they're saying that you're going to be translating again, but just in a different way. You're going to be translating spirit, the angels, spirit guides, deceased loved ones, archangels, God, source, light and love, however, universal oneness, whichever you would like to say. I say light and love, I say source. Oh, even the fairies, and the elementals. And even you will begin channeling your own higher self. And from time to time, you will channel others' higher selves. He says, thank you. It has been an honor. Wonderful. Holy smokes, that was wonderful. Mwah. So the next person in the lineup here is Sherry. If you could please type your question. Oh, there's Val. Val, we are just I'll put you at the end here, but we really have such a long lineup here, so we're going to try and do our best. And I know that I'm going to try and keep this within an hour as well. So right now we have Sherry. If you'd like to type your question for Tina to channel the guidance from whomever would like to come through, which is the question is, when will these tones in my ears turn to actual hearing the words? That's a great question, because you can get the ringing. Sometimes you can get the absolute no sound at all, or tones. Yeah.
Sherry, what I'm hearing them saying is that you're getting the tones in both of your ears. I'm seeing left more than the right, and what they're saying is I'm seeing a timeline, and I'm seeing 6 months, and it's also associated with thinning of the veil, and the ringings. We all get those ringings in the ears. It's kind of like a download of information is what they're giving us, and that's what that is. So if you're just unfamiliar with that, that's what they're saying. They're just giving you that information. As time goes on and the veil gets thin, and the next step that we go up, it is going to be more audible. Things are going to change for everyone, and that's what the angels are telling me. It's just going to, our clairs will be even stronger. Yeah, and I'm hearing it's just the energy the old energy that we were in is not going to really be there anymore. It's going to be this new energy that we're in, and things are going to be a lot different as far as connecting and being able to feel and sense more and hear more.
Yeah, I second that entirely. What I've gotten is that the ringing, it keeps going, and then it kind of eases off, and now I don't get the ringing anymore. Do you get the ringing anymore, Tina?
I still get the ringing. It's primarily in my right ear, but I still get the ringing, and it's almost like I think they're trying to talk to me at that point. So pay attention and listen, and so at that point, then I'm more aware of what is going on around me. So
yeah, like pay attention. For me, they come in my throat chakra, and I cough, and it'll come out of nowhere, and then I know that my angels are attempting to put their energy through my throat chakra to get my attention.
That's what they're doing to me today. Yeah, I have that.
Oh, fascinating. Yeah. They're doing that too.
Yeah.
And then I still my mind, and I let them form the words through my throat chakra, or even it'll pull up into my mind, and then I can just let them form the words into the sentences for the message that they would like to relay. For me, the ringing has stopped, and now they talk right. They send their energy right into my ear, which can really stimulate my eardrums sometimes. And I go, whoa. And then they say, oh, sorry. And then they tone it down a little bit for me so it doesn't zing me. So that's interesting how different each of our paths are as we are moving along and the veil is thinning. How exciting is that? Wow. So the next question is going to be from Linda. If you could type your question. Namaste. You are so welcome. That's wonderful. Yeah. So it's a really exciting time of different, like if you are the type of person getting ascension symptoms, fantastic time. What else can I do to strengthen my gifts? Linda is asking. Your guardian angel is here. What? Your guardian angel is saying nothing other than what you've already been doing. Your guardian angel is seconding what Tina has already just relayed via channeling, which is as the veil begins to thin more and more, or you know, for each of us individually. We each have our own individual ascension process. So, you know, this person may be experiencing this, but that's maybe what I experienced back at this time. So I'm thankful I can help them with what's going on and hopefully, you know, relay guidance for them as to what is happening. But with you, Linda, practice and letting go and letting God, trusting and having faith, allowing anything and everything to occur. Amen. How cool is that? Okay. Okay, Candace. Sounds great. Um, so the next person is Renee. If you'd like to type your question, your specific question, and Tina will channel the guidance for that question. Aw, that's wonderful. Fantastic. Renee's question is, would like to know what my life purpose is here on earth. Thank you. You're welcome, Linda.
Renee, you are a healer, and I'm hearing that from the angels. They are saying you are here to raise the vibration of other people. You emanate such a high vibration yourself, and they're saying, and they're showing me just emotional healing. I'm hearing physical healing too with the hands, different healing modalities. That's part of your life purpose. And is to also, I'm seeing children around you. And so to guide the youngsters here on this earth, to guide them into the changes that are going to be occurring. And that's what they're showing me, just a bunch of children around you. Yeah, so lots of healing. Lots of healing.
That is fantastic. Wow. Okay. Well, that was fantastic. Hey, Renee. Wow. The next person, if you could type your question, is Carol. Oh, everybody's sending so many hearts, Renee. Oh, look at how wonderful. Yes, you did. You did, Kate. Yep, you sure did. And so if Carol, if you could go ahead and type your question. Yeah. Isn't that great? So Carol's next question's coming up, and after Carol, we're going to be asking Erin to type your question. Carol, during a recent meditation with my beloved, I felt a huge, beautiful presence come. I felt, okay, I felt in my whole body. Can you confirm for me who it actually was, and was it a transmission or a channeling? Thank you. It was your guardian angel. Your guardian angel is saying that your guardian angel wanted to let you know of I'm just checking. Give me a second. Oh, got it. Okay. So the angels don't really have a sex. Some prefer to come through as more feminine. Some prefer to come through more masculine. Some prefer to come through an androgynous. I'll rarely see that. But in spirit, you know, it's here on earth that we have the difference in sex. So your female guardian angel, presenting female, is saying that she just wanted to let you know of her presence. She's right above me here, so I'm just looking up there, and she says she got your attention, didn't she? And she says, now you know what she feels like, which is what she is a pure light and love being of light and love, an omnipresent being of light and love. She just threw all that in my head all at once, so I had to decipher all that. Yeah, just pure light and love, omnipresent, created by the Creator in order to be with you always. However, which way one would like to think of that. And she's saying that there is going to be many more times to come ahead, that she's really looking forward with you noticing her presence, and also she's looking forward to communicating with you directly in the near future. and she's clapping. She's very excited. Very. How cool is that? Wow. So, yeah, that when you were typing that question, I thought, wow, I bet she's asked her guardian angel because that's what mine felt like. It was just incredible, like just incredible. So, Erin, if you'd like to type your question, your specific question, and Tina will go ahead and channel that answer there. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, whenever you have that pure light and love. So Erin's question here is, hi, bless us all. Am I aligned on my path towards continuing my work toward getting my license in marriage and family therapy and being light? And is this my purpose? If so, please introduce my spirit guides so I can intuitively follow my spirit guides and angels. Sorry, the question is so long. So that's pretty exciting, isn't it? Therapy for marriage and family. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, let me just tune in here, Erin, for you, and let me just see what I do get and what they're saying here.
Wow.
I'm doing this and not realizing that why I'm doing this, and
I
I'm just
know.
so excited.
I want to do too.
And then I just realized
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
know.
this, and they're saying yes, absolutely, you're certainly on your path, and they're saying that you can incorporate it with the spiritual things that you do, and they kind of they go hand in hand, and that's why they're kind of showing me this. And they're just showing me the two hands like this and saying namaste. And it's your spirit guides. They're saying I'm seeing just like an army of them kind of lined up behind you. And I feel a sense of protection. Definitely, I see around 10 actually right now showing your angels and your spirit guides there. So you have a very large team that is right there for you. And they're saying what you can do, because they're putting their arms out like this. And they're saying to be able to feel the energy is to sit still, get out of that head space, get into that heart space, and just kind of put your hands out like this. And to just ask them, just sit with them in spirit, and ask them to give you those tingles so that you can feel their presence with you. And that you are very clairsentient, and that they're saying that you have that ability to feel and to sit with them in spirit so that you can get your messages directly from them, and to just take that time and be in quiet and to sit with spirit. And they're saying amen. Amen.
Wow. Erin, wow. Yeah. Yeah, she's saying she's very highly sensitive, and she says she feels a lot of energy. And isn't that wonderful? Oh my gosh, wow. I suppose yeah, and really, yeah, it's a good, very valid. You will be healing so many. And the thing I think of too is if you want to feel your angels or your divine team, just sit quietly in a still space with a nice, quiet, still mind, and ask them. And then sit and just sense where they are in the room. It'll be kind of like a magnetic pull, or like an opening of just love and light in a certain direction. Yeah, so all of us can do that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Isn't that great? Okay, so that was amazing. Nicole, if you'd like to type your question, yeah, I bet you got goosebumps all over on that one. That's beautiful. Holy smokes. So we're just looking for Nicole, if you'd like to type your question. Oh, Jean, you're a sweetheart. I love you too. Nicole is typing, I really believe I saw an angel when I was about 7. Can you please validate? I'm just hearing laughter already, Nicole, and I haven't even got through the rest of your question. What does that say? Okay. Can you please validate? And I'd welcome any message regarding my soul's mission. It's your guardian angel, and yes, you did see an angel. You saw your guardian angel. And your guardian angel's like waving like you saw me when you were 7. And now it's coming through now again. Uh, let's see. Presenting female, your female guardian angel. I'm seeing long brown hair. I'm seeing brown eyes. Very tall. Beautiful. She's smiling at me now. She realizes that I'm like observing what she looks like. She's looking at me. Wow. Wow. When you guys get going like this, you will look the angels in the eyes, and it is something to behold. Don't you find, Tina? It's
Yeah.
something to behold. Like you are. It's incredible. Sometimes I can't even hold eye contact. That's how amazing it is. Okay. Yes, you did see her when you were 7. She's presenting right now in this description that I just gave. Okay. Okay, well, how she's presenting with me, I'm seeing tall, but then, how she presented with you could have been a little shorter. She says it's nor here nor there. She's saying about your life's mission, your life's purpose. She says you're on it right now. You're on this path right now. Oh, she's really looking forward to this path ahead with you. She says she and all of your team of angels, how many angels? 9. 9 angels. You have a team of 9. And your whole team of angels, along with everyone else's angels, are really focused in on the earth right now because this is a really blessed time. And although it may not seem that way when you look at the world's events and if you're watching the news, she doesn't like the news. It's low vibrational. She's saying that this, even though it may seem this way when you look at what's unfolding on the earth right now, but in truth, this is a very blessed time, and the angels are all watching with anticipation as to what is going to be unfolding upon the earth plane. She says she's calling you a light worker. She's calling you an indigo, like me. So an indigo, you came here with a certain purpose, and you're very driven, internally guided on to fulfill this purpose. And you're now getting the nudging to just step forward even more so. There's much more yet to come. She's cracking a joke. So you guys all know I cracked a joke once and I said, hold on to your big girl panties because you got some work cut out for you. It's coming. It's going to be exciting. And she's cracking that same joke with you that, here we go. She's laughing, saying, thank you. It has been an honor. She says she wants you to continue talking with her. She hears you. She hears everything that you say out loud and everything that you think. So she wants you to keep talking with her. Keep having dialogue with her. Thank you, Kristen. Awesome. How wonderful. You're wearing your big girl panties right now. That's great. You'll be needing them. Oh, so Kate, you are next with the next question. Let's see what we are here. Perfect. Okay. So Kate, if you want to type your question, and then we're going to aim for about 5 more people, and then we'll be finishing this session. So Kate, if you'd like to type your question, that'd be great. Oh, that's wonderful. Kate's question for you, Tina, is I'd like to know who is in my spiritual team working with me most frequently. She would like a little bit, maybe more of a name description would be great. I often don't know who I'm talking to. I also just want to send love and hugs to Eric. He's sending you his love.
Yes.
He says he's got his eyes on you.
Yeah.
He says he's working with Jesus, with your life's purpose, your life's path. Handing it over to you now, Tina. Handing it over to you.
He's saying peace. He's going like this. Peace.
Oh.
So that was lovely. Lovely, definitely. Okay, so what the angels are telling me is that they're showing me, again, a team of people there, and Eric's in the back of them right now doing kind of, hello.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's so funny.
Oh, goodness me.
But yes, they're showing me a team of people, and what they're saying to you is they want to speak with you. They want you to sit with them, and the best way to do that is in the quiet, is in meditation, and just to be able to have that connection. They want you to feel that connection with them, and they're going to make that happen for you. They're showing me a beach right now, and with the ocean waves. So maybe that's the type of music that they're referring to say to sit in, just really calming music, and that they have a lot of things that they'd like to talk to you about. And spirit guides, I'm seeing, and again, as you said, Kristen, it's male and female energy, and it is something that you can, like for me, you can even tell them too, and that's what they're showing me. They're tapping on my left shoulder. For me, what I do is, if it's male energy, I want to feel tingles or a tap on my left shoulder, and for female, on my right. And that's what they're saying, to do that when you're in that meditative state. I'm not getting a name at this point. I think they're just urging you. They're just kind of wanting to push you, nudge you into getting into that meditation with them.
Oh, I have somebody else here for you too, Kaylin.
You along.
And sorry, it's taken me over. So, and I think we all know who this is. Interesting how the number count has held at 33 throughout this channeling. It's Jesus, the soul of Jesus. He's sending his love to you. He's urging you forward on your spiritual path to please take action when you feel guided. Amen. Wow. Basking in golden rays of bliss. Wow. Sorry, I had to add that in because he was coming in.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,